place hasn't changed a bit.
Tell me again, how long has it been since you've seen the place?
6, 7 years maybe. I wasn't terribly close with my father soon. I'm sure you can imagine my surprise when he called and told me he left me the house. Are we sure the funeral hasn't happened here?
I can understand your hesitance, sir, but per your father's request, he wished for his service to happen where he lived out his days.
That's fine. What are options if I don't want to keep the house?
You are more than free to sell if you so desire, but the service does have to happen first.
No way around it, huh?
Not legally. Here, in case you do decide to sell or have any further questions, give me a call.
Thank you. Damn it. I was really hoping we could sell the place and get out of here.
It'll be fine, right? Besides, what's the rush? I've always wanted to know more about your life before me. Now's my chance.
Trust me, you're not missing much.
But I am. You hardly ever spoke about your mother or your father. The most to know about you is that you and your siblings aren't too close.
Well, that's not true. You know lots of things.
Like what?
You know all the important things. And you know that I love you.
All right, Mr. Smooth Operator. Still, I can't help wanting to know more about you and your siblings.
Come on, what's there to tell? Y'all had a crappy childhood and ran like hell first chance we got.
Oh yeah, I can tell you about the time you got lost in the woods at night when we were camping. Or I could tell you about the time he soiled himself when he thought something had grabbed him. Now, it was just a tree root, but you should have seen the look on his face. Now that was the best.
I never liked camping anyway. Nothing out there but dirt and bugs.
Come on, I mean, Dad had to toughen him up somehow. I mean, you guys spend all your time in your room, with your drawings and your paintings. Now come over and give me a hug, you big baby.
All right.
It's been too long.
It's certainly been long. Jenna, this is James. He's the oldest.
And the most charming. Oh, by the way, baby, you didn't tell me you married a model.
Charming. Aren't you divorced?
It's complicated.
Hello? Anyone here?
Yeah, we're in the living room.
Oh, good. We're arriving at the exact same time. Perfect.
Was someone hoping to get here at the end?
Sorry. Probably would have had more done. We had a hell of a time getting here with traffic and this storm on the way.
Yeah, I ran into the exact same problem on the way over. So how long will it take to get this thing over with?
Pretty much as soon as the rest of the guests get here.
Right. Like Dad had friends.
The lawyer said everyone was notified it was important to him.
So a small session.
You must be Ren. I'm Jenna Hanson.
I know. I saw your wedding pictures online. It looked cute.
Oh, thank you.
You know, speaking of significant others, weren't you seeing Calvin? Or maybe it was Danny. Arthur, maybe. You know, I really just can't keep up.
Speaking of significant others, where's Kate? I actually like her.
It's
Complicated.
It is! She'll come around. Eventually.
Right. Well, since I'm here, I might as well help you set up. Whatever gets this going.
Well, the chairs are in
I remember.
Thank you.
So, when is the old man in here?
The funeral director said he'd be on his way soon. The priest is an old family friend and offered to bring him along his way.
Family friend. Family friend. Oh, wait, you can't be talking about Father Ramon now, can you? Like, he's still kicking?
Apparently.
Well, why don't I go help? Was that errand she didn't say?
Well, she seems nice.
She is nice. What was all that about you being more charming than me?
Come on, I used to pick on you all the time when we were kids.
Yeah, we were kids. I didn't even like it then. I just don't appreciate you talking to me like that in front of my wife.
Will you relax? I mean, she seemed to think it was funny. You just can't take everything so serious.
see you too, Caleb.
So, what did I miss? And have we gotten to the food part yet?
The service hasn't even started yet. Now, we don't just got here. But he does bring a very valid point here. Now, I assume you have a caterer coming?
Of course I have a caterer coming. But obviously just not here. Gosh, where is everybody? I know we're early, but the service starts at 4. It's already 2.
Maybe they got stuck in the same traffic I did.
Wait a second. You drove here. Someone taught you how to drive?
Drove, hitched a ride with a trucker. Same difference.
You still don't know how to drive, do you?
It's not important, James.
This is hilarious.
What's so damn funny? I can hear you all the way in the garage.
James is being an ass about me not driving.
I mean, I don't see why that's funny, but you should probably learn, pal.
Wait, I know that voice. Aaron! Ow!
Oh, ew.
I'm sorry. Look, I have this thing about touching and being touched.
Of course you do.
What was that?
I asked if you knew where my wife was, then you ditched her on bringing these chairs.
I didn't ditch anyone. She said she had the rest, so calm yourself. You should be back in a moment.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fly off the handle like that. Just feeling really stressed out about getting this all put together last minute.
You know, just because you got the house, didn't mean you had to take it on all this by yourself.
Wait, you got the house? But you have one already.
Well, now he's got a new one. Rather an old one, but it's nothing a new coat of paint and a lot of TLC techniques, huh?
Not sure I'm interested. Seems like a huge money, to be really honest.
Well, what'd you get?
Yeah, I'm also curious to see what else Dad felt like parting with.
I got some old rifles and some hunting equipment.
I got the old cookbooks and the family china, which is hilarious considering I don't cook or entertain.
Aw, just like Mom.
Hey guys, where's Mom?
What did he leave you, Caleb?
You left me those old coins he was always collecting. Like, what the heck am I supposed to do with a bunch of old ass coins?
I don't know. Invest in them, maybe?
Oh, bus fare? Well, this is going swimmingly. Can't see how this could possibly get any worse.
Guys?
Oh my gosh! Guys, hi!
You were saying?
I miss you all so much. I can't believe I made it in time. Oh, Aaron!
That's close enough, thanks. I promise I'm feeling the love just fine from here.
What?
She has a thing about touching, apparently.
Oh. Sorry. I was almost insensitive. Air 5? So, Aiden, where's your wife? And Kate? And, Caleb, you still aren't seeing anyone, are you?
Not yet. But who knows? Maybe something might happen, depending on who Dad invited.
Dude, we're at a funeral.
Funny thing is, thinking someone's going to show up that isn't old and intolerable like Dad. I don't think Dad knew a lot of younger people.
It's funny thinking anyone's actually going to show up.
Stop that, you two! Don't be disrespectful to the dead. Lord knows he did enough of that when he was alive.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that for one day you should at least try to be nice to our daddy. He deserves a good final day.
Fine. I will try for Daddy. Thank you.
Anyway, to answer your question, Jenna went to the garage to get some chairs.
By yourself?
Yeah. Believe it or not, some women can actually do things without a man helping them.
I know that. I'm right there with you. Girl power! Sometimes I just think the old ways are best. Nothing is more exhilarating than watching a man grab something heavy for you and bring it in without breaking a sweat.
Do you think he's who she's referring to? Or is he coming in behind the sweaty out of breath guy?
I think we had it too.
Babe, I know we're in the middle of a reunion, but could you please tell me where to put this down?
Anywhere's fine as long as it's not on the floor, sweetie.
You okay there, bud? Why not?
What's in that bag that's so important anyways?
It is my makeup bag.
That whole bag?
Yes! I couldn't decide what look to have for the funeral, so I brought a bunch just in case the mood changes. Wouldn't want to look inappropriate.
But still.
You know what Mom always said. Just because it's been a bad day doesn't mean you can't look your best.
Yeah, that does sound like Mom.
Anyways, this is Philip, my wonderful husband.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Forget the sweat. I was just rolling your boulder up the hill. Sorry?
Ignore him. It's nice to meet you. I'm Aiden. The sarcastic one is James. Caleb is here because I know so. And the one excluding herself from everybody is Mary.
Nice to meet you.
Wow, I gotta say, it's really exciting to finally be meeting all of you. After everything Melanie has told me, I've definitely been looking forward to meeting you guys. Present circumstances excluded, of course.
What kind of stuff has Melanie been saying?
Yeah, I'm real curious to hear what she's been saying about us, given we haven't seen each other in, I don't know, years? Well,
Philip! Why don't you go help Aiden's wife in the garage?
She said she had it handled.
And how long ago was that?
I'll go see what's keeping her.
Nonsense! We're all becoming reacquainted. Philip?
Philip, you really don't
No.
have.
no, she's right. You guys just enjoy your reunion, and I'll be back soon.
Isn't he great?
Oh yeah, real obedient. Just one question though. Wouldn't it have been cheaper to have gotten a golden retriever if you wanted someone to fetch you things?
Hey! I did not treat Philip like a dog. He doesn't just fetch me things.
She's right, Jake. He also rolls over and plays dead.
Of course. How can I miss it?
Hey, idiots. Knock it off. Hey guys, sorry that took so long. I got a bit distracted in the garage because I left a lot of your childhood stuff in there. Did we miss anything?
No, we were just, how would you put it, Melly, getting reacquainted.
Oh yeah, actually, we were just talking about how you and Philip should get a dog. I love dogs.
We're not getting a dog!
Okay.
Well, I know we should be getting stuff ready, but I'm really curious to see some of the stuff that Dad saved in the garage. You in?
Hi, Matt. You in, Melly?
Already heading that way. Philip!
Coming.
Well, I guess I'll continue helping you set up. Even though James was the one who suggested you not do all this on your own.
Thank you, Erin. We'll be there in a sec. Isn't she nice? Oh, no. Really, I'm asking because I can't tell. Is she nice?
She can't be. What do you got there?
Well, when I was in the garage, I found some of your old stuff from when you were a kid, and I just couldn't help myself.
Oh
No, honey, this is a good thing. Because just behind that box, I found this. It's one of your old paintings from when you were a kid.
no. Not just one of them. This is the first one I ever did.
Really? Well, then I'm glad that I found it. It's really good, you know?
For a beginner, sure.
Pretty impressive for a beginner. Well, I should probably go help Erin before she starts wondering where we are.
I can't believe he kept this.
Okay. What do you have there, son?
Oh, just something I painted.
Something you painted. Let's take a look then. What do you think?
You know what? This is actually quite good, son.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but don't get me wrong, I think you've got a real talent here. I mean, who knows, you could even make a career out of this if you wanted.
Are you for real?
Of course, I mean, there's definitely some room for improvement, but it's all good. I'm sure you'll do better on the next one.
The next one?
Yes, and you've got to keep working at this. The only way that you're going to get better is if you keep working, keep practicing, and keep painting. Understand it?
Sure, but Dad, I don't know.
Excellent. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to march right upstairs. You're going to get started on a new one. Something better than this. Different than this. When you're done, bring it back down here. I'll take a look at it, see how it is. If it still needs some work, then you can just start another one. All right? I'll take the best one and give me down to my buddy at the art gallery. See if I can't get you recognized as some kind of a local young talent. I mean, hey, this could be your ticket to getting us rich. Wouldn't that be nice?
I guess so, but Dad,
Hey, seriously, son. Daylight's burning. Get upstairs and get started.
Dad? What about this one? Do you think maybe we can hang it up somewhere?
This is good, son. But maybe we should focus on making one great before we start talking about hanging anything up.
Yes, sir.
That's my boy.
Nothing ever was great though, was it, Dad? Probably why you just hid this away in the garage.
Aiden, you alright, sweetie?
Yeah, Mom, I'm coming.
Hey, man. Got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think I could get a little bit of money? I'm just a little low right now, and I don't know how I'm gonna get back after
What
this.
happened to the $2,000 I gave you 2 weeks ago?
Well, you see,
It went to drugs, didn't it?
why would you even think that?
Because you're high right now, but did you think I wouldn't notice?
Come on, man.
Come on. You know I'm not exactly in the best place financially myself right now.
That's just because you're not happy with anything you paint. Even so, you're still better off than I am
Because I saved my money, Caleb. That's not the point, you know. Listen, all I want to do is get this over with and get out of here, okay? If you can make yourself useful and stay clean while you're here, I will consider giving you some more money.
Dude, that's so awesome.
Only if you said to get home and get yourself help, Caleb.
I don't need any help, Caleb. Okay. Okay, fine.
All right, good. Now, come on. I think I can put you to some work.
Hey, Princess, what's the matter? Did something happen at school today?
There's this boy at school who all my friends like, but apparently he only likes me. Well, I think he likes me.
Well then, what's the matter? I mean, do you not like him back?
Not really, but he's always following me around and watching me. And today, he snuck into the girls' bathroom and put his hands on.
Oh, honey, that's awful.
Well, I mean, did he get in any kind of trouble over this?
I tried to tell the teachers, but none of them believed me. Now he's telling everyone that I let him touch me, and all my friends hate me.
Well, sweetie, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm really sorry that you had a rough day. But hey, you know what we can do to make you feel better?
What?
What do you say? I go ahead and I go get my keys. You and I, we go for a ride. I mean, I can take you to the mall, anything you want, anything at all. I'll get it for you. And on the way back, we can get some ice cream. How's that sound?
But what about the boy?
Just forget about him. And your rotten friends, too. You're better off without him anyways.
Yes. If this was really a problem, you should have brought it up to us sooner.
Lillian,
All I'm saying, Henry, is if she was that bothered by this, she should have done something sooner. But clearly she didn't mind.
that's enough! Lillian, don't you think it's time for you to go take your medicine?
You're absolutely right, Henry. Have fun with your father here. Remember to clean up before you go. You don't want everyone to know you've been crying, do you?
No, I guess not.
That's my girl. Just because it's been a bad day doesn't mean you can't look your best.
Well, now that all that's settled, let me just go get my keys and we'll hit the road.
Daddy,
Yes, Princess?
what about the boy at school? I really don't know what to do.
Listen, honey, these things just happen sometimes. In my experience, it's better for you just to not focus on it. I mean, there are so many other better things you can do with your time.
Are you sure?
Of course! Now, seriously, go get ready, all right? I want to make sure we hit the road before it gets too late. I want to be able to get you whatever you want and take you wherever you want to go, because nothing is too good for my princess, all right?
Oh, Eric, come over and sit with me. Let's catch up.
Thanks, but I'm fine catching up from here.
I was just looking at some of my favorite memories of Dad.
Oh?
Yeah, how he would always try to cheer me up. It didn't matter what was bothering me. He always did whatever it took to make me smile again.
Doesn't that sound nice?
What about you?
What about me?
Your favorite memories of Dad, silly? This is a funeral after all, albeit a lackluster one. You know, this would have been so much better prepared if I had been placed in charge instead of Aiden. But I digress. In any case, this is a time for remembrance, honoring his memory, and keeping his spirit alive.
I'm good.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't need to stand around feeling sorry for a man whose every action was to help himself, no matter who he hurt in the process.
How dare you? Our father was a kind man who gave us everything!
He gave you everything, Melanie. And the sad part is, you really believe that's a good thing.
What is that supposed to mean?
Just forget it.
No, Aaron, wait! You didn't always used to be like this. We were so close when we were younger, we were practically inseparable. What happened to us?
Us? Let's get something straight. You don't know me, let alone what I'm like. You've only ever seen what you wanted to. Just like Daddy.
Aaron, wait.
We were never really close.
I cannot believe half the shit that old bastard got in that garage.
Tell me about it. The very one he moved out, he just thrown this crap away. Lord knows he was always critical of what we did.
Aiden, that is simply not true. Dad was always encouraging of your talent.
Yeah, encouraging, furiously demanding, those are the same things, right? Right.
I swear, I don't understand any of you. How can you be so flippant to a man who devoted so much of his time to us? You know, some people go their whole life without getting so much as a day with their father.
Lucky bastards.
Fine, whatever. Well, come help me get some things we can use on this memorial.
Do I really need to?
Yes! too cynical down here.
You think this is bad? Just wait until the service. What is with her anyway?
Well, it's like she said, it's been a rough few days. She's grieving. She's not usually like
At least doesn't extend very far, does it, bud?
Coming!
I mean, is that what you chalk it up to? Grief?
Well, I mean, we all grieve in our different ways, but honestly, this is kind of expected of her.
Oh.
Tell me you don't remember how close she always was with Daddy.
I mean, kind of, but I just figured as she got older, she would eventually see him for what a bastard he really was.
Oh, come on. Did you see how she got herself in village dress for a funeral?
Yeah, she's, screwed up.
No more than the rest of us.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Trust me, I am.
So, what are you looking for in there anyway?
I don't know. Any of the trophies from those art showcases or any of the art projects I did in school. I mean, Dad had all this hidden away in the garage like a secret shame. I want to see if he kept any of the accolades I got for doing it. Nothing here.
I mean, our father always was of the mindset that his opinion mattered more than anyone else's. I mean, is it really that shocking?
No. I suppose they're stupid of me and they keep keeping it and they didn't share his opinion.
Hence why Mom is gone.
Jane.
Hey, look, man, I know you're thinking it too. I mean, she waited for all of us to finally be out of the house, and then she finally made her escape out of this hellhole.
Come on, man. We don't know what happened.
Oh, yes, we do, man, because we know him. I mean, Melanie may want to live her own fantasy world, but that doesn't mean the rest of us have to. Look, I'm gonna go help there, okay? Just get this damn show in the room.
Kidding me? Anyone lousy report card? Really were one mean old bastard, Henry.
Hey, hon. What's wrong?
My father seemed to keep all the art he disapproved of. None of the awards I got for doing any of it.
Maybe there's somewhere else. In my experience, parents rarely get rid of anything their children do, regardless of how much they disliked it.
You didn't know my father very well.
No. But I see kids go through situations similar to how it seems you and your siblings grew up all the time in my office. Even if you didn't keep all of the shiny objects you guys obtained over the years, he got the things that mattered to him.
Maybe you're right.
That's the spirit. Now come on, you need to help Kayla bring in the table, and we need to get the couch moved for the chairs.
Actually, hon, I need to talk to you about Caleb.
What is it?
Um,
No, absolutely not.
come on, you just need a little money to get home after this.
And what happened to the money you gave him 2 weeks ago? Are you kidding me?
It won't be like that this time.
How do you know?
We made a deal.
You already said you would do it!
No, honey, no, of course not. I said I will consider it.
Then you better reconsider it.
Jane.
Don't Jen me. Do you think I like being like this? Of course I want to help your brother. But we both know that if we continue to enable his behavior, he's going to continue wasting what we give him because he doesn't know the value of it.
You're right.
I know you want to help your brother, and I love that about you. But we can't always bail him out.
You're right.
You know, I do love it when you say that.
Oh, but actually, hon, if you wouldn't mind going upstairs and helping Melanie get whatever she wants with this memorial she's trying to put together, I know Philip would really appreciate it.
Hey man, do you think you could give me a hand? I'm not really feeling too hot with this whole moving the table thing.
Yeah, you don't look so good. Let's sit down on the couch here. Caleb, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. What about?
Well, I've always been there for you to help you put out any fires you may have found yourself in.
Yeah, those were good times.
And, I know we weren't really close as kids growing up, but I feel like that means a lot. Cal, are you listening to me?
Of course I am.
No, you're not. You're shivering, are you? You used to get engaged, you! What? Were you in the garage?
Just a little.
No, there was no little bit with you, Cal. Couldn't even fall through this one deal, could you?
I just figured, with me going to get help after this, I could ride it out just a little bit by bit, and it wouldn't be all noticeable.
Oh, well, that didn't work out, now did it?
Get off my case, man. I'm grieving.
Oh, do not give me that bullshit excuse. You didn't care about him any more than the rest of us. You're just mad that he finally kicked you out and stopped bailing you out.
That's not true.
Oh, like hell it isn't. And then you come to me, and like an idiot, I help you because we're family, because we're brothers.
Wait. Does this mean you're not going to give me any money?
No, I'm not giving you more money, you drugged-out moron! You're not going to get any better if I keep giving you an easy way out. So I'm done.
But you can't do that. How am I supposed to get home?
I'm sure you'll figure that out, just like I figured out how to get here. Come on. Let's get this table.
Get it yourself! What do I care? Come on. Okay. If I was my dad, and I needed to have money for my son, where would I have hidden it? The safe in his bedroom. Watch out!
Honey, could you help me with this, please?
I am helping. I'm organizing the memorial.
Oh, good, I was afraid you were doing something useless.
What was that?
Listen, let me know where to put this down.
Well, I thought they were bringing a fair table, but I guess not.
Cal, where the hell did you go?
Need help?
Yeah, you help me get this table in. Oh, you got it.
Where would you like this? Oh, over there by the window. There you go, sweetie.
Like, sweating. You, doing okay there, bud?
Yeah, just real happy about all that crap.
Well, I'm sorry that my memories of my deceased father, or crap as you call it, is such a burden.
No. Let her go. I mean, sometimes women just need to get their emotions in check.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Well, you know.
Do I? Why don't you try mansplaining to me?
Hey, guys, come on. This isn't helping anything. Phil, why don't you take over it, okay?
Hey, no one's ever called me but Phil before. I think I like it.
That's good. You sit on the couch, and when you feel up to it, we'll get moved out of here, okay?
We're a Wonder Woman here to do it.
Do you happen to have a problem with strong women, James?
No, not at all. Girl power and all that jazz.
But
Please don't let them get butt.
But
Jesus.
I just feel that men should still be the men. Especially where relationships are concerned. I mean, you see, men are the hunters, the providers, the dominant ones after all. Now, it has been proven that women always flock to men with these qualities.
is that right? Well, that explains why it's complicated between you and Kate now. So maybe you should keep your nose out of other people's marriages before fixing your own. Look, I don't really care what macho bull you believe in. Just help us finish setting up, and we can all be on our way. Will that keep you feeling like a man?
Listen, James,
Look, I'm pretty sure she did. I didn't ask for your pity. Now will you be a man and help me move all this shit?
wow.
What?
No, nothing. My dad sitting right in front of me.
I'm gonna give you a minute. Nice shot, son. I didn't even think I hit it.
Good, good, my boy. Nothing to be ashamed of at all. Does look like it's still alive, though.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Think you need to finish what you started. Go on, son, get at it.
Dad, I don't think I...
Look, you cannot feel remorse for this. There's no taking it back now. Finishing it now will be a mercy compared to the agony that thing's going through.
Wait, it's an agony?
Of course it is, son. You shot it. It feels pain just like we do, but that's where it stops. They don't get hurt feelings or feel anything other than basic primal instincts. So stop trying to make excuses and be a man.
No, I mean, this is wrong. I never wanted to come out in the first place, and now I'm
Don't you ever talk back to me like that again, you ungrateful little bastard! We came out here to have some father-son time, and part of the hunt is the kill. So stop sniveling and do your part. Be a man!
I can't. I just can't.
Of course you can. No, it's fine. I'll just do it myself. You really are a lousy disappointment. You know that, son?
I hope you fucking hell, Henry. Hey, fella! You ain't gonna move this couch!
I cannot believe you!
Whoa, take it easy.
Do not tell me to take it easy, especially now what I found you doing up there.
I mean, really, Caleb, stealing from your dead father at his funeral.
It's not like he needs it anymore, and honestly, this isn't much of a funeral if you ask me.
Oh, I'm so sorry that my limit planning isn't up to your standards. You know, I wonder if it's my general lack of knowledge or experience that seems so off-putting to you, or maybe because I have to wonder what my dirty older brother did in 5 minutes.
Hey, not so
Do
loud.
not interrupt. We have helped you and helped you and helped you more times than we can count. In my line of work, we believe that people can be helped and that they should. But there comes a point where people have to want to help themselves. You need to make a decision, Caleb. Because we cannot and we will not bail you out anymore.
Jen.
No! I have tried to be nurturing, but I am not your mother, and I'm not going to baby you! I'm done.
Hey, where are you going? Hey! What's up with him?
It's nothing. Come on, let's get these chairs.
Let us get the couch first.
Yeah, heard that before.
You know what? Ah, shit. Hey!
Hello, James. My condolences.
I mean, what are you doing here? I thought you said...
I know what I said, but I've been trying to get a hold of you the past 2 weeks. You won't return my calls, and every time I go to the house, you appear to be gone.
Look, I can explain. I was just...
It doesn't matter. I'm tired of waiting. I need you to sign the divorce papers.
Now you may think that this kind of behavior is going to be tolerated, but you've got another thing coming. Now get the hell out of my sight!
Don't cry too hard, dear.
It'll leave lines on your face.
Well,
Mom,
That sounds nice, dear. You're not old enough to have that.
well, I think you've had enough of it for tonight.
hey, who's the parent here?
I wonder sometimes.
You think you're so clever, don't you? Well, you're just a kid. Your time. You made mistakes too.
Hey, Mom. Has it always been like this?
Don't badmouth your father, dear.
Look, I'm serious. I don't remember him being this bad when I was younger. Did I just notice?
Who knows? Your father is, as he is now, and always will be.
Well, what are we supposed to do about this? I mean, I can hardly go to sleep those nights because I can hear you guys arguing.
Well, I don't know about you, but I have my own ways of getting through my day-to-day and time with your father.
What are we supposed to do?
You're a smart girl. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Eventually. We all just have to, you just have to stay out of his sight.
And another thing, Aaron, get back in here! We're not done talking!
How did you even know where to find him?
He thought he was so clever trying to avoid me. But then I guess he should realize he should clean up the mess of papers he left all over the kitchen table. I found one of your father's passing and it listed the address for the funeral.
And your first thought was that he would actually come here. I mean, I think I speak for all of us when I say nobody expect us all to show up.
Well, I actually checked several other places, made a few calls, but ultimately this was my last hope in finding him. Which is why I think he came.
But still, divorce? Are things really that complicated between the two of you?
Oh, it stopped being complicated a few months ago, I'm afraid. And he's just been living in denial ever since.
People in town got changed up and went back to the places or people that feel familiar or safe.
Well, this would definitely be the former rather than the latter.
I just thought that I found him here. It was a nightmare trying to get here with this storm. Are we sure today was a good day for a funeral?
Why should today be any different than any other day my dad ruined? Whatever it is now, he's not here to blame one of us when something goes wrong.
I see. What is it?
That is something that you and James appear to have in common. He often told me how miserable his childhood was and how he got out the first chance that he got.
Isn't that the truth?
Kate, without prying too much, why are you wanting to get divorced?
I really shouldn't say.
Oh, please, Jim.
If it helps, you could always just tell us what makes you feel comfortable.
I suppose, with all of James' childhood experiences in mind, our marriage could be best described as James avoiding true intimacy outside of the bedroom.
Go on.
He never had a problem with me physically, but anything that required more than just a light-hearted answer, or even a softened touch, he avoided it like the plague.
Kind of like what he's doing right now. Did you see how fast him and Phil moved that couch?
Oh, I know, but I'm definitely not complaining about that. Haven't you made this poor boy carry enough?
What are you talking about? Philip loves carrying things for me.
You sure about that?
Phil? I don't mind.
See, he's fine. You know, I don't think minding something and being fine with it are exactly the same thing.
Just set those down by the table, head back up.
Back up?
Yes, I would have written down anything and everything that could
running out of room on the table.
Then ask James to help you get another one. I was already thinking we might need to get a second table anyway, because next, I was wanting you to bring down his hunting trophies.
You mean the big, tall, solid metal trophies on the bookcase?
The very ones. You'll probably need a lot of those so you can grab them with both hands.
Melanie, I think we'll be having...
Excuse me! But this is my father, and I will get as many things as I want to honor him. Don't tell me how to process my grief, Philip!
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. You want the trophies, you go get them.
Philip,
No! That's it! You've been yanking me around like a pack mule since we got here, and I don't think anybody's going to be surprised to hear it's not the first time you did it.
but
That's just how it always is. We do everything you want to do, and I do everything else. God forbid I have an opinion on something, because I can't get a word in edgewise anyway. So I'm done. And another thing! What is with this damn outfit? We're at a funeral, and I feel like I'm dressed for Easter Sunday. Really? Pastels? That's the best you could come up with?
Mel? You okay?
excuse me. Philip, wait! Well, I see I'm not the only one with relationship issues.
Yeah. It's kind of a key point in our family.
Hey, think for yourself.
I really hate to impose, but do you think you can help me talk some sense into signing those papers? He will not listen to anything I have to say.
Not really sure to listen to anything I have to say either, but.
Of course, we'll help.
Well, if you guys want it then. I'll hang back and wait on Melly to see if she's okay. Hey, are you doing okay?
Do I look okay? Philip just keeps yelling. He won't come out of the bathroom until he calms down.
Well, at least he's being responsible about it and not trying to make things worse. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at silver linings.
I just don't understand where any of this is coming from.
Really? You don't.
And the worst part is, you all had to see him make a complete ass of himself for no reason. I'm sure once he calms down, he'll apologize and everything will go back to normal.
Are you really this stupid?
Excuse me?
Philip didn't say a single thing that was wrong. You've been treating him like he has to cater to your every whim since you got here. You're treating him like a servant.
I'll thank you to stay out of my marriage, Aaron. Nobody asked for your opinion.
Of course not. You just want me to tell you what you want to hear. Well, here's a newsflash. I'm not your husband, and I'm not your father. I won't cater to living in your fantasy world.
What are you talking about?
You've been like this since we were kids. You don't let anyone tell you how it's supposed to be. Because in your world, you're in charge. Just like how Daddy brainwashed you to feel.
I'm not listening to this. Why do you even care? It's not like it's your job to worry about me.
It's not funny, considering that's exactly what I've had to do since we were kids. Or don't you remember?
I've never asked you to.
That is true. You did not. I was demanded to by our father. What? Don't you know why we were so close as kids? It's because Dad made it very clear what would happen to me if I didn't make sure you stayed out of trouble.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Why would he make you do all that and not tell me?
You were his perfect princess who he kept in her own little world and gave her whatever she wanted. Why would he?
That's enough.
Do you remember that boy at school who wrote you? The one that wouldn't stop following you around? Did you ever wonder why he stopped?
No, that's because Dad.
I know what he said. He said everything was rainbows, and then he got you something shiny to make you forget about it. The only reason he stopped following you around was because I found him the next time he went to get you in the bathroom, and I broke his nose.
What?
Yeah. And then Daddy gave me a black eye.
No, he wouldn't do that.
To his princess? Absolutely not. To me? Almost always. Anytime I didn't stop something bad from happening to you, or I didn't keep you from doing something stupid, Dad made sure I felt the consequences of your mistakes. And you let that man brainwash you into thinking the world bowed before you. And then you married a man, oh, a good man, by the way, that you could make worship the ground you walk on for the rest of your lives. Well, Philip isn't like us. He doesn't have to play along and, God, honestly, I'm sick of playing too. Time to grow up, Melanie. Lord knows I had to way too early.
Bye, guys. Had a really great time.
Before Dad what, Aaron? Wakes up? It's too late for that.
Busted! Daddy, I don't feel so good.
Just go upstairs, sweetie. I'll bring you something to help you feel better in just a few minutes.
Okay, Dad. You know, you're the best mom.
Go upstairs, get changed. I'll give you a hug when I come.
Okay. I love you, Dad.
I love you too. Living room. Now,
Dad,
I thought that I made myself perfectly clear that if your sister was to go anywhere, you were supposed to go with her and watch out for her.
But Dad...
No buts! Do you see what your negligence let happen? Do you see what your carelessness allowed tonight? Your sister stumbling home at 3 a.m. drunk.
I didn't know she was going to the party. Okay, look, she told me she wasn't going.
So you knew she had been invited, and yet still you didn't go with her.
It's just that I didn't know. Why
Now
are
you watch your tone with me, young lady.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But you don't listen. You never shut up!
That's enough of that! Listen, I am sorry if I hurt you, but it must be painfully obvious to you that you left me no choice. Now, do we know the rules of this household? Good. Now, do we understand the importance of following every single rule? That a girl. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to make sure that your sister can get a good night's rest. Good night.
Mom, you stupid little girl!
talking about this, especially not with you.
Come on, man. She drove all this way out here. Why would you at least hear her out?
Because she didn't come here to talk. She came here to leave.
After everything I just heard there, it seems like it's all been settled. You're the only one not on the same page.
Why do you even care?
You're my brother, and I care about you. I see how much this is hurting you, more than you just signed those damn papers. And, I mean, I'm honest, how much your obstinate attitude is hurting her.
You know what? Maybe a little obstinacy is exactly what this marriage needs to move forward. Did you ever think of that? I just didn't want to wind up like mom and dad, okay?
James.
Stop it. Didn't ask for your pity. Just maybe if they had been a little bit more willing to work on their marriage, then maybe she wouldn't have run off.
How is what you're doing to her any different than how Dad kept Mom? Do you seriously not remember how drugged out she was all the time? That was her way of coping with all of this. Mom may not have cared about us either, but at least she didn't want us to end up dead.
My marriage isn't like that.
Not now, it isn't. But trust me, what she's saying there is right. Sometimes two people just aren't meant for each other. She wants the two of you to really be happy.
So, you're the expert on marriages now? Just because you think you're the only one of us with a healthy marriage?
I never said I was an expert.
Oh, let me stop you right there. First of all, I didn't ask your damn opinion. And second of all, your marriage isn't all that healthy either. You just rely on your wife for every bit of support and confidence that you have. I mean, you just push up onto her what you couldn't get from our parents, especially Dad. I mean, you would probably crumble under your fragile little feelings if she wasn't here to prop you up. Hey, before you say anything else about shit that you don't know anything about, why don't you stick to your silly little thing? It's the only thing you seem to be good at.
You're stopping. Why are you stopping? Done? Ready for me to take a look at it? Let's take a look then. Come on, son. This is an amateur hour. We've all seen how great your talent can be. We need a masterpiece.
I'm sorry, Dad. I just don't know what else to do with it.
Oh, really? My painting! Then start over. It wasn't good enough. You said it yourself. So you best get started on something new. What? Do you have something to say?
I just don't know why I have to rush with all my paintings.
I've invited a number of gallery owners to come take a look at your work, or rather your lack thereof. But of course you don't really get that, do you, son? Because as far as you're concerned, you're just a little kid who's out here painting pictures, and you're not seeing the real big picture here, son. You have a talent that I am trying to help you nurture. That being said, you are making this extremely difficult for me to nurture that talent when you are giving me second-rate art that a fourth grader could do. You need to do better, son. You need to be better. Do you understand me?
I don't understand. I was just trying to have fun with this. I'm not having fun anymore, Dad.
Real life isn't about having fun! It's about doing whatever it takes to get ahead and to make money out! But that is not going to happen unless it is absolutely perfect. Now, do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then, start over. Hey, stop right there.
Something wrong, Dad?
No, son, nothing's wrong. I'm having a great time just sitting here, watching my life slip away from me, looking at these credit card statements.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. Forgive me for hiding my shop. You're bleeding me dry, boy. Do you think I'm made of money? You gonna pick them up or not?
It's no big deal. I'll just pay you back.
Really? what job, exactly? Because as far as I can recall, you don't ever show up for anything that I arrange for you. And if you do manage to get a job for yourself, you get fired for negligent and lazy behavior.
I'm really sorry, Dad.
Sorry is not good enough, Caleb. I mean, seriously, is this the thanks that I get for helping you get through school and allowing you to live under my roof?
Well, I can do better. I promise.
That's the thing, son. Promises mean nothing to you because you never keep your word. And if something ever does happen to go wrong, then of course, it's never your fault, is it? You know, you really are a pathetic disappointment. Just a waste of flesh.
Dad.
Yeah. I think now it's about time for me to do what I should have done when you crashed my car. I want you out of this house by tomorrow.
But you can't do that.
I can. I have. And to put it simply, it's done.
But where am I supposed to go?
See, that's the thing. I honestly don't care. Because as far as I'm concerned, you are no longer my son. Now, if you'll excuse me, all of this is giving me a pretty nasty headache. Now, remember, and keep this in mind, you can be gone of your own accord by tomorrow, or I can throw you out. Choice is yours.
That sounds really rough, sweetie.
Mom, can't you talk to him?
Why would I do that? He's no fun. Besides, a little suffering builds character. So I tell myself.
This isn't fair. I didn't do anything wrong. You know, he's just gonna let me die up there like I'm nothing.
I don't know about that. What I do know is that a little suffering may build character, but it helps to have a little something to keep you getting through.
What's this?
This is how I deal with your father and the pains of the real world. Sounds to me like you could use a little help. Here. Put a little something to wash it down with.
Hey man, can I ask you for a favor?
Depends on the favor.
You think you can help me out with a little bit of money?
Why the hell would I lend you money?
Come on, man. We're family.
Would you take that sappy shit to Aiden? I mean, you have a bleeding heart than I am.
I really don't know how I'm gonna get home if you guys don't help me.
Well, then maybe someone should have continued learning how to drive after Dad kicked you out. Now, will you go on aim and error with your nonsense? Trying to get things moving here.
More like hide from your pending divorce.
What's eating you?
Philip and I had a fight. He won't come out of the bathroom until he calms down.
Nice. Glad to hear Phil finally put his foot down. Guess he's more of a man than I gave him credit for.
What do you mean?
I mean, it was embarrassing watching you emasculated in front of us like that. It's good to know he actually can put you in your place.
And what place is that?
Look, Melly, you can be a lot to handle as a woman. You see, Men are the hunters and the providers. They need to be reminded that they're male. Now, performing acts of physical service is pretty close, but not when it's forced upon you by your spouse. You know, sometimes the best thing you can do to keep your husband still feeling like a man is to just shut your mouth. But you know, I couldn't credit for sticking it out this long. I thought you were just flip shit when you made him wear this ridiculous outfit.
Well, with that ignorant mindset, it's no wonder you're getting divorced.
Hey, it's not set in stone yet. But right now, you're not much of a guy to deal with yourself. Who knows? Maybe my marriage won't be the only one on the chopping block.
How dare you! You are such an arrogant prick! Always talking down to everybody!
Well, I feel like that is your brother.
Are you the one who's decided this is not right? Yours and Dad's you hug him!
Not much of a light source, but it'll have to do.
Is there any sign of this phone lighting up? Does that sound like it's lighting up to you?
Where's Caleb?
He's locked himself in his old room. Jenna and Kate are trying to get him to come down, but he's not talking.
What about Philip?
He said something about finding a way to get Dad's old generator.
Well, at least he's keeping busy. Are we seriously not going to address the elephant in the room?
What's wrong?
Yeah, there was a lot of yelling.
I'm talking about how our brother is a drug addict and none of us knew about it. Except you.
I created you should have told us.
Oh, why? Because we're so close and won't answer the phone when one of us calls the other?
Fair enough.
Besides, this really wasn't my secret to tell.
So, when did you find out anyway?
Not too long after Dad kicked him out. Jenna and I would notice small things go missing after he'd visit here and there. But then one day I caught him trying to sell his watch that Jenna's dad gave us on our wedding day. I confronted him about it. Really looked into his eyes, you know. I saw Mom.
But you didn't try to get him help?
Of course I did. The store ass never accepted it. Just took whatever money I gave him and disappeared for months at a time.
So then why did you keep giving him money?
Yeah, it sounds like he was just using you.
I don't know, maybe he was. I kept thinking, you know, it meant something he would come to me for help when we were really close as kids. Just thought that maybe if I could be the angel on his shoulder, it could help make up for all those bad memories.
Well, you're a lot nicer than I would have been. Or just the bum of the curve.
A real modicum of humanitarianism you are.
Oh, don't get me that. You would have readily opened up your heart and wallet of aid.
I, at least, wouldn't have given him so much money to burn. I would have tried to get him into rehab.
Rehab? Aaron, you know how many times I tried to get him to rehab? 9 times! I can count on both hands the amount of times I tried to get him the help he needs. Fought me every step of the way. Trust me, Aaron, all I've tried to do is help that boy.
What prompted your outburst?
A couple of weeks ago, he gave him $2,000 for food and rent for the apartment we helped him sublease from a friend of ours. Shows up here, hides a kite, asking for more. Told him that if he could make himself useful and stay clean, I would give him some more money, but only if he used it to get home and get help.
Well, guess it's not bad, man.
I found out he used in the garage. So, put my foot down and I cut him off.
while I do applaud you finally setting straight, this was probably not the best setting to do this in.
Why? Is everything else going so swimmingly?
Well, regardless of that, you had the right to know. Look, you shouldn't have shouldered this all on your own.
Okay, you know what? I think Outfront's attempt at a lecture a bit more effective if any of you had noticed what he was going through, okay? His problem was right in front of your eyes and none of you saw it.
Looking back, Caleb was acting kind of strange. None of us said anything or did anything about it.
So we gotta do something about it now.
Oh, what? Like an intervention?
Yes! That's exactly what he needs!
I mean, I don't know what you guys would say that I haven't been telling him.
Look, before it was just you. Maybe, collectively, we can all get through it then.
Why not? It's not like we have anything better to do with our time, huh?
Hey, hon, any luck?
Caleb is still refusing to hang out, but at least now he's talking. He's just keeping him going for now. I just got off the phone for Ramon, said he can't meet him until the storm passes.
Oh, great.
Nice! Looks like we'll have plenty of time to work through this can of worms that's been opened.
I'm sorry, what did I miss? Oh, we're going to try to get Caleb down here for an intervention.
Because, why not?
That can work.
You really think so?
Honestly, it doesn't seem like he's been responding to anything he's been doing on his own. Maybe seeing his family united could inspire him a bit.
Well, maybe, but we gotta get him down first.
Let's go back upstairs. I'll talk.
So I suppose in the meantime, we can just sit around and twiddle our thumbs?
We should probably address what's bothering you.
Afraid to say that.
Look, why are you fighting Kate so hard on this whole divorce thing? It doesn't even seem like you're doing it because you love her.
And you're basing that off of what? All your super successful relationships? Now, remind me how the last one ended. Something about moving out of state.
This is different.
No, it's really not. We both just suck at communicating our feelings. Must be inherent.
You know what? Fine. Keep making an ass of yourself. See if that doesn't end up making you just like him.
Well, you're uncharacteristically quiet.
I was just thinking about Daddy and how disappointed he would be in me and how upset Philip is with me.
Now, why would Daddy be disappointed in you?
He raised me not to accept any weakness or negativity from other people, but I can't help feel it weighing down on me every time I think about Philip being upset.
That's because that's not weakness. It's guilt. Look, you feel ashamed that your husband is mad at you.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm not the one who blew up and caused the scene.
Look, it's because you know what he said about you is true. Despite how much Dad's brainwashing is fighting you on.
Daddy did not brainwash me. He taught me the proper way I should always
And then what? If they don't get with the program, they can just go to hell? God, you were such a spoiled brat. I mean, it's a miracle anyone wanted to be with you. Especially with that tight leash Dad kept on you.
Look, all I know is when I think about Philip being upset with me, my heart starts hurting.
Any luck? Unfortunately, no. We might just be without power until the storm lets out.
Well, why don't you grab a seat and get comfortable? We might be here.
You know, I'm gonna go to the bank. Maybe your dad has some supplies locked up just in case.
Ouch.
Oh, how's Caleb?
Heartbroken. He really didn't want anything to find out like this.
Look, we really appreciate you being up there.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Of course. He's still my family. I don't mind helping out.
Would you like to sit?
Actually, I was wondering if I could speak with James alone. James, how about it?
I mean, what's there to even say?
Well, I mean, at this point, I'll take just about anything. You can find every excuse to avoid me, and you cannot avoid this.
Oh, yeah? Watch. Hey, Phil. You know, I think I might know where that surprise is you're looking for.
You know, I'm surprised you haven't tied him to a chair.
Oh, I'm considering it.
Kate, may I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why don't you try working things out with him? I mean, it's clear he does want things to continue, so why not give it a shot?
Well, unfortunately, this isn't just one random argument that turned into a conversation about divorce. This isn't even the second or the third. I honestly don't even know how many times he and I have been here in this exact moment. But I can't do this anymore. I can't. I'm gonna go see if Jen and Nita need any more help.
Wow. I can't even imagine.
Really? You can't?
What are you getting at?
I'm just saying. James and Kate. You and Phil. It's not a hard slope to fall down.
We aren't like them. We love each other.
And I'm sure they loved each other once too. But that's just what Dad did to us. He made us incapable of dealing with other people without trying to drive a wedge between us and them.
I'm so tired of hearing this. Our father did not do anything to us. He loved you. Didn't know how.
If he had known how to communicate love, none of us would be as messed up as we are. Mom wouldn't be gone, and you wouldn't be seriously fighting yourself over something you know you did wrong to your husband. And the only reason why you are out there right now trying to fix things with him is because Daddy would think that that makes you weak. Well, Dad's dead. Who the hell cares what that bastard thinks anymore?
Go to hell, Aaron. You wouldn't understand since you've never been able to keep a man.
Are you seriously this dense? Think back, Melly. Think back to how Dad treated you. Even how he spoke to you. Can you honestly stand there and tell me he raised any of us without any flaw?
I'm a minute alone, okay?
Okay. Fine. Whatever. Just sort yourself out, Belly.
What got you so excited now, Princess?
Well, Aaron begged and asked me on a date. And I have to finish getting ready before he gets here.
Hey, wait a minute now. A boy? And a date? But what kind of date?
He's going to take me to that new Italian place on 23rd.
Oh, yeah. And, how exactly does he plan on paying for this expensive dinner? His allowance?
No, silly. He has a part-time job that he works after school. What's wrong? I thought you would approve of a working man working to support doing what he wants.
Yes, honey, and, doing what he wants is exactly what I'm afraid of.
What do you mean?
Come, have a seat, Princess. You see, boys at your age are always expecting something for nothing. They think that because you'll let them take you out, wine you, and dine you, that now they're owed something.
I don't think he wants to do anything other than spend time with me.
Well, I'm sure that's how it starts, but trust me when I say that there are always strings attached when boys are involved.
Are you saying you don't want me to go on a date?
I mean, mean, I don't know. Can you honestly say that you would trust the judgment of this boy the same way you would trust my judgment?
I mean, I guess not, but I really like him.
Oh, so, you're just going to do whatever he wants then and let him own you if he asks.
No, of course not. I was really excited.
Well, listen, honey, you are more than welcome to go if that's what you really want. That being said, I can't guarantee I won't be very disappointed with you when you get home. And you wouldn't want to disappoint me. Now, would you?
I guess not. I'll go tell Eric that I can't go.
Excellent. Tell you what, once you get that all handled, I will take you out wherever you want to go, even that place on 23rd. All right? Just do me a favor and make sure you change before you come back downstairs.
Oh, what's wrong with what I'm wearing?
Well, honey, I suppose you're about at the age now where I should teach you a little lesson about how dressing certain ways can send the wrong message out there. And I mean, you wouldn't want these boys to get the wrong idea about what kind of girl you are, would you?
No, sir.
That's cool. Love you, princess.
My God. It's just... No. No, it just can't be.
Aaron, you get back down here right now. We're not done talking.
That's because we don't talk. You just bark orders at me and expect me to listen. You know, that's not being a parent. That's being an asshole.
As if you have any kind of right to talk to me like that after what I just witnessed.
You act like I was murdering someone.
I would prefer that compared to the sinful display that I just saw.
Okay, where do I begin with that? First, really? Murder would have been better? Second, I don't think someone like you gets to use the word sinful in a self-righteous tone.
You better watch your tone.
No! I'm sick of this! Whenever I talk, you silence me. Whenever I do anything to raise myself up, you just smack me back down. It's always, Aaron, do this. Aaron, do that. But no one ever asks me what I want.
You are my daughter, and I have...
Your daughter? Since when? Tell me, Dad, when was there ever a time I've been your daughter? I've been your pack mule. I've been your spy. I've been Melanie's defender her whole life. And more often than not, I've been your punching bag. But never have I ever been your daughter.
If you are so hell-bent on continuing these lustful compulsions, then you will not be doing them under my roof.
Yeah. I was wondering how long it would take before you got rid of another one of us. Guess I should have figured it'd be me after you made James her wife.
You say that little six name in front of me again. I was the perfect father, and he's the one that threw this all away out of his selfishness. All he is a pathetic disappointment, and that's all you are ever going to be.
That is is the last time you, anyone, is gonna lay a hand on me ever again.
Alright, good news. Caleb's agreed to come down. Doesn't know it's an intervention yet, but at least he agreed to talk about his problem. What's wrong? You're brooding more than usual.
I popped Melody's bubble up that.
Oh. I'm guessing that didn't go over so well.
Honestly, I think it helped her. I saw her crying and going after Philip just a few moments ago.
Well then, why the starting expression?
Is it messed up that I feel bad about opening her eyes?
No, of course not. I know we've never really been close. You're still our big sister. You never wanted to hurt any of us. If I had to guess at what you're feeling, I'd say you feel bad because you feel like you hurt her, and all you did was tell her the truth.
Well, that explains the knots in my stomach.
That's just kind of what makes you, you know?
We're not having a moment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Caleb's about to come down.
I'll go get the others. You ready for this?
Hell no. But I know he needs this.
Is he on his way down? I believe so.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Guys, what's all this? Caleb, buddy, why don't you have a seat, okay?
What's this about?
It's alright, Caleb. Nothing is wrong. We all just want to be here for you. Please, take a seat.
I'm just really kind of confused, guys. I thought we were just going to have a conversation about music.
Oh, way out. Just, not in the way you thought.
This is an intervention, pal.
I don't need an intervention. I'm fine with talking.
You're not fine. Caleb, not really.
We thought if we all got together as a family, maybe we could get through to use this path you're on.
This path I'm on, it's called my life.
And do you have any idea how pathetic that sounds?
Look, I don't need any help, especially not from any of you.
Well, you didn't find my help when we all crashing on my couch for 6 months. Or every time you borrowed money said this time would be different. So now you don't have a choice, Caleb. Sit down.
So, who would like to speak first?
Screw it. I'll go. Hey, we were never really close, but after finding this out about you, it has made me realize that it was probably a good thing.
James.
Because I can at least be a little bit more open-minded when I tell you how pathetic it is to hear what you've done to your life. I mean, I'd probably be more upset if we knew each other better. But honestly, I am just impressed that Aiden let you moonshot home for as long as you did. I mean, bravo, buddy. Oh, that's it. I'm done.
Except for Chloe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you got something you want to say?
You have no idea how to connect with someone emotionally. So what do? You crack sarcastic comments just to tear them down.
I'm not going to talk about this with you.
And you never will! Am I gonna have to go to the court and have them subpoena you? Is that what it's finally gonna take to get through to you? Because by then, it's going to be too late.
Look, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but this is about my brother being a junkie. Not about us.
I like to go next. down this path you're currently taking does not have to be your anchor. I may not have been there when all of this started or while Aiden was helping you, but I want you to know that I'm here now, and I want to listen, and I want to help you.
You don't want to help him. You don't know the first thing about helping anybody but yourself.
That's not true.
Our whole marriage says otherwise. You think the way you do things is helping, but it's not. It's just controlling. You control everyone and everything around you. So, with all due respect, I don't think he wants any of the help you plan on giving.
Okay, that's enough. If we could try and keep this about Caleb instead of making it about ourselves, that would be great.
Actually, this might be more beneficial.
What?
All of you clearly have issues that you need to work through, but instead of working on them, you're focusing on other things, like your dad's funeral or Caleb's drug addiction.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that maybe we can help you if we're all holding back.
Are you saying we should open up like group therapy? I'll pass.
I think it would be beneficial, not only for Caleb, but for all of you to be fully honest about what's been bothering you. I've seen it work many times
Oh yeah. Where at?
in my job as a child psychologist. I also sit in on group therapy sessions at a psychiatric clinic.
Ow! What the hell was that for?
You might have warned us that your wife was a shrink.
Actually, we don't prefer the term shrink. It greatly diminishes.
Look, I don't care how you label it. I'm not having you psychoanalyze me, okay?
What? Afraid you find something wrong with you?
Oh, screw you, Amy. I mean, you may need your every thought analyzed, but I'm not doing this.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Guys, stop. This isn't helping. If you want to express yourselves, it's fine. But this bickering is not constructive.
That's right, Amy. Why don't you listen to the child psychologist? Clearly she's doing a bang-up job.
James?
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I speaking out of turn? Do I need the special talking stick?
What the hell is wrong with you? Why do you make a joke out of everything?
Because this is a joke. All of it. I mean, you guys want some truth? Okay. I'll give you some truth.
You are a worthless dope, but you were worthless even before that. You are a neurotic perfectionist, incapable of being satisfied. And you are an antisocial nutcase. And you are a deluded narcissist who doesn't know the first thing about the real world.
James,
You don't all think I'm a loser, do you?
Look, they won't all tell you the truth. And that's because they're too wrapped up in their own self-pity.
that's enough, James.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Did I upset you? Do we need to try some breathing exercises?
James, stop! Honey,
And what about you, James? Are you so delusional you don't think there's anything wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with me and your expert opinion?
Well, let's see. Your constant bad attitude, the endless sarcastic remarks you seem to make me think look witty, or how about the fact that everything you've done since we got here reminds me of Dad?
Hey! I am nothing like him!
No? Well, let's count it out, shall we? A crumbling marriage, never letting anybody share an opinion, pushing away friends and family. I mean, that sure sounds like Dad to me. I bet you're gonna die alone just like he did.
You know what? I don't need
So
this.
you know what? Next time you want to deal out all this truth, let's take a look at yourself first.
Guys, come on!
This fighting is pointless. I agree, this is just causing more problems than solving.
Oh, and you know all about solving problems, wouldn't you?
What do you want from me? I want us to move past this, but you won't even let me try.
Because I don't think there is a moving past this. You know what? Well,
Hey, don't you turn your back on me.
Aiden, stop! In fact, everybody needs to stop! We all just need to step away, take a few minutes, and then we can try this again in a more rational and healthy way. Okay?
listen to the shrink. This impression is very uncommon.
James, enough.
What? I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
Yeah, well, you really suck at it.
Aiden.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you got something you want to say to me?
As a matter of fact, I do. You know what? I can put up with you belittling and demeaning me. I felt it my entire life. We all have. But I will not sit here and listen to you belittle my wife just because your fragile ego can't handle it.
Oh, yeah? And, what are you going to do about it? Hmm? Oh my God, I think Aiden actually wants to fight me.
Hey, can you finally shut your damn mouth?
Okay. I'm not going to fight you.
What? Am I not worth it to you?
Just let it go.
No, come on, James. Turn around and look me in the eye. Come on, James. Be a man.
Oh my God! Aiden, no! Upstairs. Now. Now! James? What are you doing up so early?
I can ask you the same thing.
I couldn't sleep.
Let me see.
It's not that bad, really.
Just remember to put some ice on it for the swelling, okay?
James, hey, what's wrong?
It's nothing. I'm just running late for somewhere I gotta be, okay?
Oh. Are you staying overnight somewhere?
Something like that. Will you do me a favor, though?
Sure, what is it?
Will you not let that bastard kick you around forever? I mean, you're a lot stronger than that.
James, what's going on? You're coming back, right? James? James! Are you both proud of yourselves? Acting like complete idiots? Making a huge scene?
What do you want from us?
Well, for starters, how about you both get your heads out of your asses?
Excuse me?
You heard me. This is about helping Caleb. But none of you can stop making it about yourselves. In fact, this whole thing got so derailed, you both actually started punching each other. But don't you dare try to blame it on whoever started it. You are both adults. Stop acting like children, fighting on the playground, and accept the blame on both sides.
I'm sorry I punched you.
I'm sorry I punched you back.
Happy?
Not even close. What the hell is wrong with you? You don't get in fights with people. You never have. So why are you letting this asshole get under your skin?
I don't know. It's this place, okay? I've feeling it ever since I got here. I don't know why Dad would give me the house. It's not like I have any good memories here. That's no excuse for hiding that.
It's not a good excuse for how any of us have been acting.
No, it's funny, Dad's the only one that's dead, but it feels like there's books all over this place.
Go get washed up. You look like hell. Oh no, not you. We're not done here.
Look, Aaron, can we make this lesson quick? Because I really don't... Oh! What the hell is that for?
You stupid, selfish jerk! Where the hell do you get out acting like this?
What are you talking about?
This self-righteous attitude you've been boasting since we got here.
I was defending myself.
Against what? Someone finally calling you out on your shit?
I had every justification.
No! You did what you do best. You push away real people and real feelings because it's easier than dealing with how you're actually feeling.
What does that even mean?
You abandoned us! Right when you turned 18, you turned your back on us and you didn't give us a second thought while we were still living under his roof!
Look, it wasn't...
Don't you dare try to justify what you did! You left us with him!
What the hell was I supposed to do, Ellen? Huh? I mean, I was just a scared kid that wanted to get into the nightmare that was living with our father.
You could have taken us with you. You could have... I don't know, okay? But anything would have been better than just leaving us all behind.
I mean, it was never about leaving any of you behind. I just wasn't thinking.
No, you weren't. You only ever thought about yourself. You ran from us, from Dad, and you have never stopped running. Only now, you are doing so much more than just hurting yourself. You are hurting everyone around you.
All right.
But it's not like you're the only one who's made mistakes. We've all been letting our past define how we act in the present. And we need to be better, especially me. Keeping everyone 6 feet away from me with an invisible barrier.
So, what do we do now?
I don't have the first clue. But maybe you could start by finally signing those divorce papers. I know it's not the right time or place, but when will it be? If you don't actually want to fix things with her, then you need to let her go, so both of you can move on and heal.
I just didn't want to give up on her, like Dad did with Mom, okay?
James, Dad didn't give up on Mom. He kept her here like a prisoner, and Mom was always too wasted to do anything about it.
You mean until we were out of the house? Eric, why aren't you telling me?
While everyone was getting things set up, I was rummaging in the garage for more chairs. I found this in a box with Mom's name on it. She overdosed. Right in this house.
Why would he keep this? Why wouldn't he tell us?
Dad was very strange on how he processed things. I mean, instead of hanging up cherished artwork or report cards, he hid everything he was ashamed of. And if he had tried to tell us, would any of us have picked up the phone?
Why show me this paper?
Because I know you think you're not being like that by trying to stay together with Kate. But all you're doing is repeating the exact same cycle our parents did for years. And I don't want to see that happen to you or to Kate.
Well, what about you?
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not the only person pushing people away. I mean, I know Dad only knew how to hurt you, but that doesn't mean everyone else is going to.
I know. It's just really, really difficult trying to let people in after having my walls up for so long.
Well, how about we make each other a deal then? If if I start my progress with Kate, you have to start by letting someone in.
I don't know.
Look, it doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. It doesn't have to be one of us if you don't want it to be. But you have to let somebody in.
I don't know how.
Neither of us do. But we have to try. Because you're right. We do need to do better.
I think I know where we can start.
Okay, I'm listening.
Go get cleaned up, and then bring the others back down with you. I think it's time we all got the chance to talk.
Right.
Well, now that we've exercised our frustrations a bit, are we ready to get back to the important matter at hand?
I have something I'd like to share, if you don't mind.
Please.
Take a good look at this. Take as long as you need. Make sure everyone gets a chance to see it. It's important.
Mom, she's...
But I thought she ran off, right? That's what you all said happened.
I don't understand. Why did you try to tell us?
It doesn't matter why. The point is, Mom's gone too. Whether we like it or not, we're all headed down a similar direction, one way or the other.
Look, Dad was a grade A bastard. But he's gone now. He can't hurt any of us anymore, but we're all still acting like he can. Acting and treating each other as if we haven't grown on the inside as well as the outside.
Have we? I'm sorry. We haven't seen each other in so long. The first thing we do is start tearing each other apart again. Something Dad would have done. We're just continuing a vicious cycle.
Then it's time we break that cycle for good. Here and now. Maybe this intervention is a chance for all of us to try again. Cal, Mom overdosed right here in this very house because she couldn't see a light outside of the box she was trapped in. I know we haven't been close over the years, but I think I can speak for everyone when I say that none of us want that to happen to you.
For any ridicule I gave you, that maybe made you feel that you couldn't come to me, I'm sorry. I mean, I've been a real piece of shit of an excuse of a brother. I mean, big brothers are supposed to be wise and knowledgeable. No guy turned out to be, huh? Look, man, I don't have any real advice to give you. It's because I'm too much of a screw in my own life. And what's worse is, I didn't even realize my entire life was cracking apart piece by piece. I don't know what else to tell you, but I know we want to be here for you. I mean, we want you to live.
Wow, guys, I don't know what to say.
Caleb, I recognize that it wasn't good of me to continue waiting with you. Whatever part of this is your responsibility. I just want you to know I'm sorry for just continuing to let you do this to yourself. I was just so caught up in like I was responsible for you, and that we had a connection. I didn't see I wasn't doing you any good. I was just so caught up in everything. I let my ego get in the way. I blamed you for why I was loaning you money. I was wrong. Couldn't see I wasn't doing you good. I was trying to feel good for doing it. It's true. It's so uninspired for so long. So many things unfinished. And now I can hear point of view from the man who started all that. Thinking, put the pep back in my step. Just done the exact opposite. I know I failed to play this field. First, yeah, I've been a terrible brother to all of you. Especially you, Cal.
Caleb, we're siblings, and that means we should be there for each other. But I haven't. I haven't because, like you all have been saying over and over, I've been stuck living in a fantasy world that our father carefully constructed around me so he would have one child who wouldn't see him as a monster. But that's no excuse. Ignorance is no excuse for being completely absent from these crucial parts of your life. Your life has just been sinking lower and meanwhile I was nowhere to be found. I'm not saying that I could have single-handedly saved you. I can't even begin to save myself. But I think what the general consensus around this room is trying to convey, that if we had all been there, maybe we could have helped you sooner. I want to be better. Please, give me a chance to be better for you.
Look, we can't make up for the past, but we want to be here now.
Look, none of us want to make the same mistakes our parents made, but if we blind ourselves to our own problems, it might make it a lot worse.
Please, let us help if you can. Guys, I want to be better. But I've lived like this for so long. Anytime the world didn't feel safe to be in, or things had just gotten too tough, or even if I was just feeling down, I used to make it go away. Everything you guys have said has really touched me, but that's just it. You all are so strong to just sit here, put your own problems aside, try and help me. And meanwhile, I've literally wasted any strength I ever had by burning it up with drugs. I'm not strong. I can sit here and say that I want to be better. But I don't. And I don't know how.
Well, until you find your strength again, we'll be here to lift you back up. I mean, no more giving up.
There's no easy way. There's no shortcut on these guys. We want to be here for you no matter what.
We're all here for you, Caleb, and we aren't going anywhere. None of us know how to be better, or even where to start. We're all in the dark here. But I mean, Isn't that why we have each other? I'm so sorry that I've been such a bad sister.
Thank you for helping with all the cleanup, Father. You really didn't have to.
Well, many hands make less work. Besides, I never mind helping. I'm just sorry that no one else really showed up for the service.
Trust me, I think we'd have been more surprised had more people showed up. I'm sorry, Father. I know you shouldn't speak ill of the dead.
Bless you, my child. It's all right, Amy. Listen, it is not a secret that your father wasn't always the best of men. But all we can ever be in life is human. Nothing more, nothing less.
Does that really excuse everything that he did?
No, not at all. But it is in our place to render judgment. Well, the Bible preaches forgiveness as we are judged in the eyes of our Lord.
Forgiveness for Henry.
Amy, my child, forgiveness is not about giving absolution. It's about acknowledgement and moving on.
I guess we all have to move on to something.
Shall we?
Yes.
You had it out.
Now that the storm has passed, I really shouldn't be intruding.
Well, it's no intrusion. I'm glad you were here. I just
You go first.
wanted to say I'm sorry. Not just for today, but for everything. I allowed so much to come between us to a point that I didn't even realize I'd lost you.
James.
Look, I was wrong. There was so many times I was wrong. And I wish I would have just admitted it sooner instead of just kept pushing you away. It's been an amazing life. And I failed to even be a half-decent husband.
I'm sorry too. A marriage doesn't survive or fail based upon one person's actions. And I shouldn't have placed all our problems on you. It wasn't fair. I do appreciate your apology. But I can't sit here and say that it makes up for everything that's gone wrong between us. Everything that has happened. I don't see how we can fix this.
I know. That's why I signed these.
You signed them?
Yeah, I just figured you shouldn't have to leave here empty-handed, okay? A person a lot wiser than me recently told me that we both deserve the chance to be happy. And that's all I really want for you.
Thank you for this. But just know, you deserve that just as much as you say that I do. Are you going to be okay?
Yes, I think I'll be okay.
Good. That's all that I really want for you. Bye, James.
Goodbye, Kate.
I'm proud of you. You did the right thing.
Yeah, for the first time in a long time, I think I actually did.
No, I got it. It's fine.
Father Ramon and Aiden are finishing putting away the chairs, and Caleb and Philip are boxing up the rest of Dad's things.
We should sell it, honestly. What? It's not like he needs it anymore.
I think we're just surprised to hear you suggest that, any of us.
Well, I see things differently now. There's no point in holding on to bad memories when you can give them to somebody else who can make better memories with it.
We should go help them. Make things go a whole lot faster.
Yeah, right by here.
Aaron, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, what's up?
It's just that I'm so sorry that I've been such a bad
Mel, you really don't need to.
Yes, I do. My whole childhood, you were there to take care of me while I was off being a brat thinking I could do anything. And what's worse is that you paid for my consequences. God, you must have hated me.
Yeah, maybe a little.
I'm trying to be serious.
I know. Look. Maybe I just felt jealous of what you had with Dad. But as I got older, I realized I wasn't the only one suffering. You were suffering too. You just didn't know it. Hey, you never have to apologize for what Dad put us through. Ever.
Well, I do want to apologize for how I've been acting
No,
today.
just forget about it.
Aaron, wait! You're a human being who deserves basic respect. A respect I denied you by being so horrible to you all day. We're sisters. We shouldn't be like that to each other.
Then let's make a promise that we'll be better towards each other from this day forward. How does that sound?
I can do that. Can I hug you? Please?
Okay, but just don't make a huge thing out of it.
I'm glad we settled that. Now I just have to see if I can salvage my marriage.
Well, do you love him? Then just be honest and willing to listen, no matter the outcome, even if it hurts. Sound like a plan?
There you go again, taking care of me just like you always have.
That's what big sisters are for.
Well, I want to thank you again, Rob, for being so patient with all of us.
You ate it. Putting all this together so efficiently in such a short amount of time.
Trust me, it was anything but efficient.
Well, regardless, no thanks are necessary. Everything, no matter what life little inconveniences may be, you can't interfere with God's plan. Everything happens exactly as it's supposed to. So it was supposed to rain so hard, we were all trapped in our own childhood heaven. If you would all just indulge me for just a moment. The good book says that in worse, in mysterious ways, you all were supposed to all be stuck here with each other in that horrific storm. And that means he had a purpose. Not known to you and not known to you. Maybe it was for the better. Or maybe it was for a lesson needing to be learned. Only God knows for certain. But, as someone who has watched you all grow in your time for your children, I can honestly say something definitely different. Different feels different in this room. Something more optimistic than the last time I saw you all.
Optimistic. At a funeral.
Caleb, my son, it says that every time that God closes one door, he opens up another. I like to believe that the same can be said at the end of one's life. Just because it's the end of one's journey, it doesn't mean that another one cannot begin. Well, I have blathered on here long enough. I must be making my way to the cemetery with your father. And if you'll excuse me, I have one little thing to say. My girlfriend, I hope you have found the peace that you have been looking for. May you rest in peace. But if there is anyone here who has anything to say beforehand, I do not mind waiting for a while until you all had a chance to say your final goodbyes. You all just let me know when you are ready.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, my son.
So, does anybody want to say anything?
Should we say anything?
You know, I think we should. It's our last chance to hear any final thoughts we might have of the old man.
But I wouldn't even know where to start. Who would even go first?
Well, personally, I think it should be Aiden.
Me?
You know what? I second that. After all, we're the one that organized all this.
I could be coming in this without you guys, though.
Regardless of that, you worked your ass off trying to get all of this done. And trying to crawl all of us into a unity less than our best. You know, before Aaron stepped in and saved the day. I think you should be the first one.
Agreed.
What do you think, huh?
I think it is very important not to leave any unopened baggage, especially on a day like this.
Okay. I guess I'll go first then.
Well, we'll be just together with you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Always.
Okay. This is gonna be a little rough. I mean, what could I even say to you that would matter at this point? I guess for starters, I would say I wish you were still here so I could say this to your face. But both know I just chicken out of that. I was terrified of my entire life. You know, always pushing me to be perfect, to do better, be better every day. And Lord help me if I wasn't. No, I remember when I did that first painting. I just wanted you to hang it up somewhere. Maybe when guests come over, you would say, "My son painted that." Well, you'd be proud of me. This thing turned arts and crafts my future career. But she never asked me if that's what I wanted. You never asked my opinion. You never let us have an opinion. You just told us what it was all supposed to be. And you fall in line. But I can honestly tell you that truth is, I don't want to do this anymore. I haven't for a long time, you know. So many projects unfinished. I knew they could never meet your standards. I never once considered if I thought it was good enough. So I'm done. On the other hand, something good did come out of this, I suppose. Funnily enough, I really did enjoy putting all this together. Even though it was a nightmare. Finally managed to inspire me. It's not to my own death. Maybe I will open my own event planning business. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it won't. All I know is that I'm tired of living with your mistakes. Because you were miserable. Your entire life, miserable and angry. I hope wherever you are now, you're finally at peace. Goodbye, Dad.
James, you're up, bud. You gonna be okay?
I think so.
Well, here we are. Exactly where I knew we'd be there left home. You, dying alone in this godforsaken house. You know, I have so many memories about being here that I can honestly say that I don't remember a single good one. I mean, you treated me like I had to be a carbon copy of you. Like, if I wasn't a man's man, then I was just a disappointment, a waste of space. And I don't know if that's just some old world way of thinking or whatever, because I was the firstborn son, but that's way too much pressure to put on a kid. And they just keep piling it on year after year as they get older. Like, that's just torture. I mean, you tortured me. You know, I still have nightmares about that camping trip. About how bad I just wanted to please you. But I should have never have had to please you. I mean, I was your child, and I just needed to be nurtured and loved. But that's not you. Right, Henry? Because emotions are just weaknesses. Even though you let your emotions fly more than anyone I knew. And that's why the day I left home, I vowed to do everything I could to not be anything like you. And you know, that's actually what I thought I was doing. I mean, I worked so hard to close myself off and show people a more condensed version of myself, not allowing for any weaknesses or conflict in my life. And you know, that's on me. Because I made the choice to put on a facade and to pretend to be someone I'm not. And that person was just so damn insufferable. I mean, I just kept pushing everyone away to a point that I didn't even realize the damage I was causing. I mean, it cost me my marriage. And it almost cost me my siblings. The only good thing ever gave me in this life. You know, I wish you could just be here so I could show you just how wrong you were. Opening up to people and being vulnerable isn't the worst thing you can be. I mean, the worst thing you can be is miserable, hateful, lonely, and dead. But I guess you already know that, huh? You know, you should have told us about Mom. But just like always, you decided what was best and you lived with it. You know, she may not have been a great parent either, but not only did you take away her choice again, just like you did your entire marriage, you also took away the ability for us to love one another. And I could stand here scream, and I am red in the face about so much of a failure you are as a husband and a father. But what would be the point? I would still just be standing here talking to a corpse. You still wouldn't even be listening. Just like always. Rest in peace, you bastard. Who's up next?
I guess I'll go.
I don't know.
I don't really know how to start one of these. I've tried to speak at a funeral before, but I guess we can add that to the long list of things I don't know how to do because of how stupid I turned out. You know how many years I spent blaming you for why I was like this? You and Mom both pushed me to this. What with all the neglect and the constant patronizing? At least, that's what I used to tell myself. That it was okay that I was like this because it was your fault. But that's not really true. The truth is, you spent my whole childhood neglecting me and putting me aside for anything the others were doing, and then yelled at me for not knowing how to do the basic things in life, like being responsible or knowing how to balance a checkbook. But how was I ever supposed to figure that out? You know, isn't it a father's job to educate and prepare his kids for adulthood? Anytime I tried to do anything, you just told me to stop doing that and that you would do it the right way. You not teaching me the basic needs for life's challenges was your fault. Mine was continuing to let that be an excuse. Just like how I started using. You know, Mom told me the day she let me try some of her pills that it would just make all the bad things go away or something like that. All it did was create an excuse for running away from all the bad parts of my adulthood. The important parts I didn't want to accept. I became such a rotten person. I stole, I manipulated, and I mooched off of anybody who ever gave a damn about me. And I wish I could blame that all on you. I know you're supposed to feel sad at funerals when someone passes, but I don't feel anything. Nothing. But I guess it would have actually had to have been a part of my life for me to feel that, right? I don't really know how to end one of these, and I'm not really sure if I believe in God or an afterlife, but I guess if there is one, I hope you're, I don't know, at peace, I guess.
You alright, Cal?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're looking a little pale. You might be starting to feel withdrawal. Why don't you come have a seat and I'll get you a warm rag.
That sounds nice.
Hi, Daddy. This whole week, I spent writing and rewriting everything I was going to say. Because I was going to honor you with such a grand eulogy at your service. But now, all those words just feel hollow and useless. Don't you get it? Every thought and feeling I ever had for you means nothing. Because every thought and feeling you ever made towards me was nothing. You didn't love me and want to keep me safe. You kept me sheltered in a snow globe so that I would see the real world. So that I would see the real you. And the worst part is you made the others suffer so much. Well, I was just your little porcelain doll that you kept groomed. Your little princess. I just have so many things running through my head right now. Why did you treat me so differently than the others? Was it because I was the baby of the family? Did you actually have an altruistic motive? Or did you just selfishly want at least one child who would spend the rest of your life hating you? Well, you certainly got that last one, didn't you? I've spent my whole life loving you so much that it took away all of the love I should have been giving my siblings. And it dominated all of the love I should have been giving my husband. He is such a good man, Dad. A kind and patient man. Way better than I deserve after all the help that I've put him through. Aaron tried to warn me, and I wouldn't listen. Now, I don't know what to do next, and I'm so scared of losing him. I'm so lost right now, and the most messed up part is I wish you were still here to give me any kind of advice. God, such a mess.
Melanie, are you okay? What's wrong?
What's wrong? I'm a messed up loser that doesn't deserve you. That's what's wrong.
No. You're not any kind of loser.
I messed up everything so much. Why are you still even here?
Because I made a vow to always be here the day we said I knew. And I do love you, no matter what.
You do? Even after everything that I've said?
What part of no matter what are you not getting?
Don't tease me. Can't you see that I'm breathing?
I do think that we need to go to marriage counseling.
Of course, anything you need, we'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes to become the wife you deserve. And just to become a better person in general.
Just like that, you're not going to fight me on it?
I can't lose you, Philip. I love you way too much to want to live without you. Is everything okay? It will be.
Aaron, a minute alone.
She's a good kid, you know. She always has been, despite your influence. You know, you never knew what kind of person she was. Because to you, she wasn't a person. She was property to you. An expensive figurine to keep on display. We were all your property in some way. I was just the one you used as a punching bag. You know, I put up with that for years. Because someone needed to be there for them since you just felt the need to torture and neglect them. And Mom just decided to waste away in stupor after stupor. I never have to thank me for it either. But damn it, you sure as hell do. I was way more of a parent to them than any of you. I used to be strong-willed and unafraid to do anything, so... What happened? Why did I finally let you get to me? guess I just spent so much time having to be tough that when I was finally free, I let all the weight of that pain drop onto me, and I let it consume me from within. But living at a distance from everyone else, that's no way to live. I won't keep letting you be the reason I'm ruining my life. Life is too short as it is. You know, I still had so much I wanted to say to you. But I guess if I could still ask one thing, it would be, why couldn't you ever accept me? Fathers are supposed to love their children no matter what. So what was so wrong with me that you couldn't just treat me like I belonged? Because you made me feel like I was nothing. Like I was just here for your benefit, and more often than not, your wrath. All I ever wanted was your love. I realized a long time ago I didn't need it. But damn it, if a part of me still doesn't want your acceptance.
Hello? Is anyone home?
May I help you?
Am I too late for the funeral?
I'm afraid so. He's still here, though.
I guess this isn't a total loss then.
How did you know him?
He was a regular at the coffee shop in the town that I work at. He started coming around after his wife passed. He was very upset.
He was?
Oh, yeah. After a while, we got to talking and started kind of a friendship.
And you just make friends with any random person you meet?
Well, how are we going to meet anybody new if you don't take a chance on somebody? Besides, he was helping me out, too.
How so?
I had lost my father not long before his wife passed. We didn't get along. We left a lot of things unsaid.
I know the feeling. But wait, you said he helped you? Henry was supportive.
Oh, yeah. He used to tell me that he had made a lot of mistakes with his own kids, and our friendship was a way to make up for it, even if it was just a little. What?
I said, that sounds nice.
Yeah. I'm kind of disappointed I missed out on the funeral, though. I wanted to get to meet his family.
Why is that?
Oh, it sounds silly, but he used to tell me that I reminded him a lot of his oldest daughter, and we would be friends. I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Erin, the eldest daughter.
I'm Ella.
I know this is sudden, but do you think maybe we could get some coffee at that coffee shop we talked about? You could tell me a bit about my dad. We could get to know each other.
That sounds nice. Have to take a chance sometimes, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Melanie, the other bag's in the car. Are you ready to wave your children?
I'm here, honey.
Are you sure?
Sure. Okay.
Who could you like so well?
Oh, God, please. Yes, I don't have it. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, but I have a feeling this isn't the end.
You better believe it. I want to start seeing you all more often now.
Count on it.
Well, might not be seeing me for a while.
Why is that?
When I get back, however I'm getting back, I'm checking myself into rehab.
Caleb, I can give you a ride. You don't have to.
No, it's fine. I want to do this on my own. And I don't want to be more of a bother than I already have been.
Hey, you're my brother, okay? both.
But seriously, man, if you ever need anything, here.
We all are. And we'll visit you as much as we can.
I'd really like that.
And that goes for all of us. No more going through anything alone. We all need to be there for each other.
What's so funny now?
No, I was just thinking about how Henry finally did something right. Just figures he had to be dead in order to do it.
What's that?
Brought us all back together again.
Maybe he did. But we're the ones that decided to come together.
Everything's loaded. You guys all set?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, 1 second though. Who was that hottie you were making eyes at in front of Dad's coffin?
Whoa! What party? There was a visitor, and I'm just now finding out about this?
She is none of your business. And you've been divorced for what, 2 hours?
Oh, no, I can tell she plays more for your team than mine. I just want details.
I second that, no.
Please!
Come on!
Okay, fine. Her name's Ella.
Ooh! Oh! No, sis! You two gonna meet up?
If you do, you better tell me everything.
Hey, you got a sec?
Yeah, man, what's up?
I wanted to say I'm sorry. And thank you for, looking out for me all these years.
Hey, you don't have to thank me ever, okay?
So, you thinking about a career change? Seeing as how you brought all this together, all things considered.
Maybe, yeah. And whatever I do, though, it's got to be for me this time. Lord knows it won't be perfect or easy.
Well, I may not know much, but the best things in life rarely ever are.
That's surprisingly well put.
I have my moments.
All set?
Yeah.
What do you want to do about the house?
Sell. Renovate. And then sell. Maybe somebody who can make some new